Last Friday, when news came of the remains of 215 children found at the site of the former Kamloops residential school, Canadians entered into a time of mourning for their relatives, their families, and their communities. Gatherings were held across the country with sacred fires. Prayers were sung and spoken. Church bells were rung. Orange ribbons were tied on branches and fences. Shoes were laid out on the steps of churches and government buildings. Candles were lit, and the national, provincial, and university flags are now flying at half-mast from May the 31st to June the 8th for 215 hours in remembrance of the 215 children. Reverend Catherine MacDonald has challenged all of our communities of faith to give $215 to the Healing Fund of the United Church of Canada as one small gesture of meaningful support of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action. The Healing Fund supports healing initiatives for survivors of the residential school system and its ongoing intergenerational impacts. Support for the Healing Fund is movement towards living out the United Church's 1986 apology to the Indigenous peoples and the 1998 apology to former students of United Church Indian residential schools and to their families and communities. The Outreach Committee has made a donation of $215 to the Healing Fund. If others in the congregation would also like to donate, you can do that through e-transfers to Grace. Please write on the memo line, the Healing Fund. Outreach is working on a number of projects that support Indigenous communities, and I ask each of you to please read your Friday email where more information can be found. Megawetch.
June is National Indigenous History Month, and this year marks Canada's 6th annual Indigenous Reads campaign. Works by First Nations, Inuit, and Métis authors broaden our understanding of Indigenous issues, cultures, and history, and are a form of recognition, celebration, and reconciliation. As we walk the path of reconciliation, we must listen, learn, and be guided by the voices of Indigenous peoples. This year's book is 21 Things You May Not Know About the Indian Act by Bob Joseph. Please read your Graceline email for more information on this and other important outreach projects. At the fall meeting of the Horseshoe Falls Regional Council, the Council voted to become an affirming community. There will be a Zoom service to celebrate this affirming designation on Sunday, June the 6th, between 2 and 3 p.m., and all are invited to attend. The theme is, We Are One, We Are Many. See your Graceline for the Zoom link. Be sure to read your Graceline email that is sent to you from the church office every Friday. It contains all the links to join the many activities that are happening at Grace. It also contains more detailed information on outreach projects and church news. If you are not receiving this email, please contact the church office.